Hi, I'm Tim Rubble, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Athlete, Building the Ultimate Adventure Bike, Part 3. Third day in the shop now of this build, and you've noticed I got the tank off, and part of the back subframe, the original airbox, is now removed. I got the Enduro sail kind of in place. I do not have it seated yet, which will be the hard part of this project. But it's going good, and I'm definitely enjoying myself inside the shop. It's super fun. Um, why I have the tank and everything off. Once I get this cell mounted, my plan for all of this is to take care of all of the stuff that I can do while the tank and everything is off. I think it's a good idea to pull a bike down when you get it and just go through and tighten little things up and kind of move things around like this right here. I tightened that down, but I just don't like the clocking on that. That's going to rub. That's going to chafe on that as it's going down the road. And eventually that'll be a fail point either in the wiring, probably the wiring. Maybe you start wearing through a clamp, but the wiring's softer than that. But tighten up the hose clamps on this bike were a little loose, and I got about 150 miles on it, but I felt like it could have been tightened up. Why I have everything apart, I'm going to do this single-sided disc, and of course I'll retain this side with a degree ring. This side will come off. I will put the centered pads, which are a more aggressive pad. These are going to be my 50-50 tires. I did order a new Motaz 150 for the rear when I blow through this one, which will probably be in the next less than 1,000 miles. But that's going to go on this wide wheel. And then I got the Dunlop 908 that's going to go on my Excel A60s that'll be coming in. And that's going to be a tubeless setup. So I'll have a full setup for like dirt or rallies, and then a full setup for 50-50 street type tours and adventures. On the bike, I'm super stoked with this platform. It is easy to work on, and it's got a lot of really cool stuff. Why I have all of this apart, you got to access this control valve right here, and that's where I'll be taking the lines off for the extra lines for the disc and putting the new lines on for the single side disc. Why I'm thinking about it, I did the G2 throttle tube, and that was a simple process. Just 2 screws on the bottom, and this separates and that slides out. And let's see which one's the throttle side. This one right here is the throttle side. So that's what it looks like. The G2 tube is just a aluminum with some Teflon in the inside of it, so it makes for a really nice feel. But yeah, I pulled that out and just slipped that on and then put the pillow top grips on. So that worked out really well. Looking forward to getting through this process and start buttoning it up. I'm actually about as far down as it's going to go. But I am nut and bolting the bike, and I'm finding stuff that could have been torqued a little bit better. All of the radiator hoses were suspect. I put probably about another 3/4 turn on them. And once again, the bike's got about 150 miles on it, but that's basically what it is. Super stoked to have this cell, because that's going to definitely increase the range by about 100 miles or so. And then this intake, of course, is going to be in addition to some power and just sounds nice. The canister stuff, the SAS, I think that's what this is. I basically disconnected that and plugged that and then zip tied this up in place, but left everything plugged in. There's not a dongle for this bike as of yet. So I took care of that and then got rid of the lower canister. And this is kind of my discard pile so far, with the exception of the windshield that's going to go back on. But air filter, all of this stuff is basically I'm not going to garbage it. I'll put it in a box so the next person that wants to buy this bike can keep that in their rafters for the next 10 years and not use it. I did buy a GPS mount. I got this one off of Amazon for $49. Quality seems good enough for now. I'll let you know and see how it performs. Looks like it's a direct knockoff of others. I got it all set up. I am going to be using the Garmin Overlander. A little bit familiar with this one. This had like a tan finish on it, so I've painted it black. Hopefully that holds up well, but it just makes it look a lot nicer. And that's set up and ready to bolt on when I'm at that spot. But I'm about done for today. So this is day 3 on the bike. I've done about 4 hours the first day, 4 hours the second day, and now I'm about 6 hours in, and just taking my time and really going through this bike and trying to work on just attention to detail. Kind of like I came out of aircraft inspection in the Air Force before I was a machinist welder. So I look at little things, chafe zones and everything, and I look for problems before they become problems. And so I'm just taking my time and really enjoying the process. Super stoked how the fat bars turned out and how tall everything is. Feels nice when I had it together and sat on it. Working my way through this whole process, and questions and comments if you guys have anything that you want to know about the bike. I'm hoping this series that really kicks off. As soon as I finish the bike, I'll be going and doing some testing on it, and then I'm gonna go do an overnight camp trip to see what I got and kind of sort out my my gear. For my gear, I'll cover that real quick. I'm gonna use my ultralight backpacking setup. I'll probably add a chair to that. But my backpack setup is 16 to 18 pounds, depending on the season that I take it. And I'm looking at doing maybe another just 20 pounds on this bike versus some of the guys I load out I've seen they're doing, 50 and 60 pound loadouts. I don't want to ride with that much. I'd rather do a little less. And I got really good gear that's lightweight and meant for 3 and 4 season setups. So that's going to be up and coming. That's going to be it for now. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm Tim Rubble, and I'll catch you here next time.